No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. From nearby Norcross, Georgia, it's Alvin Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flacco here on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46.
12. 21. 21.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
21. Back 25. 21.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Gun.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
21. Hey, right at. Where you at? Who's that?
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word.
Hey, go.
Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Freeman breaks a tackle. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Ready. Ready. 56 is Mike. Left. Go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got some. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebacker.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. begin on the ground with Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Charles, Thursday night, you probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So, line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Flacco from midfield. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Flacco. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh, boy, it's been good.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On second down, here's Ryan. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Second down, Flacco now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch two. Be ready. Be ready. Gun, gun, gun. Ready, go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Four down. Ready. White 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Ryan to Jones, the foul. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
22.
On third down, that's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14 to 10. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
From the gun, Flacco. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Monday.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. after the interception. Here's Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Gets past one man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Back 25.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. We're ready. Here we go.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Gun. Ready to go. We're ready. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
11.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 3.
First down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready. We're ready.
Freeman again. And He stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Falcons on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready, blue ready. Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Wait. Back 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
12. Gun. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Left. 22.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Falcons on third down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, gun. 21. Hey, check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
39. Back 25.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Complete left side. The tight end Rodgers. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. First down, Flacco. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back.
It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Flacco now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Setting up to throw, Flacco. His throw incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To pass, Flacco. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1st and 10 here for Flacco. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game. And they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And 4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. on the handoff. It's Freeman. Breaks the tackle. Now with Allen. Still going. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gun, gun, gun. 21. Jack. 22. Jump. Ready. Ready, blue 80.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And an alley to run. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons,